Hi, Dan from Cloudsmith here. In this video, we will take a look at how you can use GitLab CI/CD to push a package to a private Cloudsmith repository. GitLab CI/CD is a tool where you create pipelines. Pipelines are a series of automated jobs that will run whenever you push a change to a project in GitLab. I've logged into my Cloudsmith demo account, and for this example, we will be building and pushing a Ruby package to this example's repo. It currently contains 21 packages. So let's take a quick look at the project we will use with our GitLab CI/CD pipeline. You configure a GitLab CI/CD pipeline by adding a YAML file called gitlab-ci.yml to your project. This file is where we define the stages that will make up our pipeline. So let's see what that looks like. Pipelines can run on your own infrastructure if you're running your own instance of GitLab, or they can run on a container provided by the gitlab.com CI/CD environment, which is what we will use for this demo. So the first thing we specify on our pipeline is what image we wish to use, Ruby 2.5 in this case. After this, we define an environment variable, RubyGems host, which will be our destination Cloudsmith repository. The Ruby package manager, gem, will use this when we push our package. Next, we specify the stages that will make up this pipeline. We just have two, a build stage and a push stage. We then define the jobs that will run in the build stage. The first job is to run gem build to build our Ruby package from our gemspec file. The second job then stores the result of the build in GitLab's temporary artifact storage. We need to do this as each stage in a pipeline is not guaranteed to run on the same runner container. So we need to store our built package to make sure it is available to the push stage. Next, in the push stage, we need to create the required gem credentials file, as we are pushing to a private Cloudsmith repository, and this will require authentication. So first we create the appropriate directory, then we move a file variable called Cloudsmith Api Key into this directory as our gem credentials file. Finally, we run gem push to push the package to our Cloudsmith repository. Let's just take a moment to look at how we create that Cloudsmith API key file variable. In GitLab, under our repository CI/CD settings, we have a variables section. In this, we have created a file variable, and this file variable contains our Cloudsmith API key in the format expected of a gem credentials file. Our push stage just uses the file variable to add the credentials file into our pipeline job. This means we don't need to store our Cloudsmith API key with the source for our project, and it won't be visible in any output logs, which is best from a security perspective. Okay, now let's go back and make a change to our project source that we can commit and push to our GitLab repository. We'll just make a small change to the message that the project outputs, and then we will add and commit the change. We then push the change to our GitLab repo. When we then return to GitLab, we can see that our pipeline has started and the build stage is now running. We can watch the output from the stage as it runs. I'll speed up the video here for a moment as it takes around a minute to run. The build stage is completed and the built package has been stored in GitLab's temporary artifact storage. The push job has now started running, and again I'll speed this up for a moment. The push job has now also completed. It has retrieved the artifact from the build stage, it has created the required gem credentials file, and it has pushed the package to our private Cloudsmith repo. If we now go back to Cloudsmith and check our examples repo, we can see that we have a new Ruby package created just a few seconds ago. Our GitLab CI/CD pipeline has successfully built and pushed our package. I hope that this demo showed you how quickly and easily you can get started with an automated build and push CI/CD pipeline using GitLab and Cloudsmith. If you'd like to find out more or try this for yourself, just go to cloudsmith.com and sign up there. And remember to be awesome and automate everything.